What up, Ike? Now I'm sitting there finna play this game. As soon as I get through this, I'm gonna call you right back. Okay.
We are technically 5 miles east of where you find this place. FedEx over Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action now. Haskins. He finds his target, Beckham. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
No gain on the
defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a first down for Phillip. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On 3rd down, they return to Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. There's Jalen Reagor, his first NFL catch.
Damn,
they were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
Philadelphia.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Slay on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Love. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
On first down, here's Love. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, that's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
The gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Washington on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. Haskins. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. This one out quickly to Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
The tackle.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
A carry now for McKissick. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
39-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll hand it off. It's Love. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, Haskins. It's caught. Beckham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They go play action with Haskins. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Sanders, the ball carrier, brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35.
Come on, man.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Now it's 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this is caught at the 8.
That was a pick,
and
man.
finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Jalen Reagor with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
Nice.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
He was taken down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later you're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 23. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
He was brought down by Kendall Fuller. A gain of 9 yards.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Chase Young on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up
on play action. It's Wentz.
46-yard line.
Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off around the
damn, man.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Love again. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Bryce Love, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Josh Sweat. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you can't score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Another run here with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard gain on
3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 4 yards.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run here with Jason Huntley. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They go again with Huntley. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play action. Now Wentz. Man open. It's Goodwin. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 12-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Kickoff for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Love the ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
4-yard line.
2nd and 5.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They turn to Love on the handoff. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Kevin White, 52 yards. And Washington has once again taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now a play fake. Wentz. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From just shy of midfield, Wentz eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. escaping the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On first down, it's Love. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Eight yards to go on second down. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing now is Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
From the red zone now, Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's for a
damn, that was tough.
And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah.
Damn, man. I can't believe I just lost this game like this.
So you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
That's fine. Let him do this.
And they've got it.
Nice.
They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So what a finish here. They maneuver to the outskirts of his range, Charles. He steps up, drills it from long distance.
That was no gimme. I like that expression, outskirts of his range. Look, the kickers that I've met, all they want is a chance. And I think he knew this one was good the second it left his foot.
Today's finals.